Welcome to my first vlog. My name is Kim Ngân, and I am a second year student of Saigon University. My major is English Linguistic. So my vlog today is about my 5-day field trip heading to 3 provinces of southwest of Vietnam, which are An Giang, Kiên Giang, and Cần Thơ. Specifically, I'm gonna visit some of famous tourist attractions. You're asking whether I was excited for this field trip? I would say that I'm not really, because I'm not kind of genetic person. So my first reaction is not kind of woohoo, not like that really. But I quite into the knowledge that I'm gonna learn in the next few days when I visit the locations. So let's see how's it gonna be in the next few days. At the entrance, I was completely amazed by the gorgeous flowering hedges, which reminded me of the classic flower garden scenes in Spirited Away. Brief information about this location. Jiasu Forest is riparian forest, which means that it's covered by water, and the area is 845 hectares. There are nearly 140 plant varieties and 70 bird varieties. Therefore, it has a rich and diverse ecosystem. Using motorboat or sandband is the best way to experience the breathtaking beauty of the forest. As I was on the sandband, I felt like it was giving a relaxing and peaceful ride. For those living in a bustling big city, I think that is a must-see destination because it's a way for them to recharge their battery after stressful working days. Aside from that, I also have a walk on the longest bamboo bridge in Vietnam, which is called Gil Bridge. I think that I had a chance to take a look at the forest from a different view, and it looks fantastic, to be honest. For souvenirs, you could buy some bags of different types of dried fruits, including banana, mango, dragon fruit. The next day, we moved to Phu Quoc by the express ferry. After 30 minutes, I got to Phu Quoc and a headache because of the seasickness and the music on the ferry. I visited 2 main areas, which are the burial house and the showroom. When I went to the burial house, a strong smell of the fermented fish really caught my attention. I think that it smelled like mắm guốc. As you can see, those are wooden barrels used for fermented fish. They're generally made from bồi lời wood. To make sure that the barrels do not leak, casual wood also added between the timbers. If you look carefully, you can see that every barrel has a tag writing the number and the production date, so that the staff can easily supervise it. Next, I moved to the showroom. It's the one making me surprised the most. On the first floor, models of fishermen are displayed to describe the process of fish making. Basically, fish sauce is made from fish and salt. The best fish for making fish sauce is anchovy because it usually gives the best taste. On the ground floor, fish sauce bottles are arranged neatly. There are also a few samples that the visitors can try out. When I tasted them, the differences between the 3 bowls are the saltiness, the sweetness, and the color. The higher degree of protein is, the less salty the fish sauce is. At first, the extremely salty taste is prominent, but a few seconds later, the saltiness disappears and the sweetness of the fish emerges gradually. We were heading to Cái Răng Floating Market. Most of the boats have a long wooden stick called cây bèo, and at the top they may hang whatever they want to sell. For some people it would be odd, but for the locals it's very meaningful and useful because it's a sign for the reason why they don't hang a plate is that it's likely to fly away when there is a strong wind. Furthermore, we visited a floating stall selling many specialties like salted dried fish, hủ tiếu, rice noodles, and coconut candies. Finally, I want to share you about some of my thoughts after finishing the field trip. The first word I would use to describe this field trip is tiredness. Really tiredness. I think that because we went to the next locations and we only spent there about 30 minutes to 1 hour, and like every day we went to 3 or 4 locations, so it took a lot of energy. And I think that because the purpose of this field trip is to studying, so it's not a leisure travel, so it's of course is understandable, but I still shocking after the field trip. I spent a whole day for sleeping and recharge my battery. The second word I want to use for this journey, I think that is knowledgeable. I did learn something new from this journey, like how seeing the fish sauce company, they change and adapt themselves into a new version, but they still keep their tradition and attract more foreigners. And I think that is a good sign for Vietnamese tourism because it's a way for ourselves. Usually in the past, Vietnamese is a little bit conservative, but right now Vietnamese is more open-minded, ready for the new change. My last word for this field trip is friendship. It's not kind of friendship you see in anime movies for sure. In my experience, I did make new friends. We don't have to be at the same age. They can be older, they can be younger. Above that, we had a chance to know each other and share our story to understand more. That is very important because those are our memories that we're gonna keep in our heart or our mind. And whenever we're looking back in the next few years, I think that we're gonna smile because those memories are priceless. And that is something I really appreciate about this field trip. And I really thank you for the lecturer who hold this field trip. And that is also my last word. I hope you enjoy my vlog. See you in the next one.